Hi folks, this is the dashcam installation video I'm doing today. So this is for a Toyota Corolla, and the way that I'm going to install the power supply for this dashcam is I'm going to install this 12 volt socket adapter, and I'm going to keep it in the glove box. So this gives you 3 power outlets which are switched. I decided to go for this particular one because it was rated for a pretty high wattage, and it got a lot of good reviews. So this one isn't the most this isn't the cheapest one that you can get online, but it seems to be good quality. So I'll start off. So with the method that I'm going to be using today, the quickest and easiest method of doing this is that you lose, for this particular car anyway, you lose this socket, but you then have all your power supply sockets in the glove box of the car. So if you're happy enough to do that, this is the quick and easy method of doing this without any complicated wiring or anything like that. So the first thing you do is remove your gear knob, get rid of that. It just spins off, just turn it anti-clockwise. Next step then is this gaiter for the gear stick just pops off like that. Just get rid of that. This piece of trim then just pops out. I've kind of popped it out already. You need something like this, like a pry tool like this, something made of plastic, so that you won't damage it. So when you just pop it out from in there and in there, and it sure it lifts out and it'll pull out like this. So when you do that, what you'll find is you've got a few wires connected to the 12 volt socket here. So when you flip it over, that's what you have. You have this connector for the light and this connector for the socket itself. So what you do is just disconnect those two, pop them off. I've got to say, just make sure that your car's off while you're doing this, obviously, because you don't want to have electricity going to this while the car's ignition is lying on. So once you've done that, you can pull this piece of trim out and you can get access to the 12 volt socket. So what this allows you to do then is you can pop out this cigarette lighter piece. Don't need that. Then go round to the back here. So in this particular connector you've got two little lugs like this, and to be able to remove it, to be able to push it out of the socket, you're going to have to line those up a certain orientation. So you'll see it there from the back, there's like a little area that you have to rotate it around to, and then once it's rotated you can push it out, and out it comes. Once that's done, you now have a 12 volt socket which matches up to the connectors in your car. So now it's a case of sticking the connectors back on, the standard connectors that come with the car, back onto this socket. This is what the socket looks like just naked with the connector back on it. The next step then is putting the cable for this adapter in behind the dashboard and in behind these set of panels here, so that you can get the plug out through the bottom like this. So I've done this already, but I'll show you the process for doing it. So this piece of trim here, it kind of pulls out. So by standard it's nice and flush with the dash. Get your pry tool in each corner, kind of start from the bottom, pull it out, and actually one good thing to do is actually to get the cigarette ashtray, remove that, and that allows you to get your hand in there to get access to it. So once you've sort of pulled it out, you just pop it out like that, and it pops out from the top as well. That gives you access to get in behind here. So what I've done, I've just ran the cable from here and behind the dash down in to the dashboard, and I've got it running underneath here, underneath this panel. So now I'm ready to hook this piece into the socket. This is where I'm securing the socket together. There's a little plastic bar that runs in behind this trim here. So I've just taken a cable tie and I'm just going to tighten it up there and secure it using that. Once that's done, you're nearly finished. So all you do now is you put your trim back into place. Fit the gear stick gaiter. refit your gear knob. Your dashcam, you should get a 12 volt power supply like this and plenty of cord. So when you have your dashcam mounted, you want it to be somewhere up around here and just in behind your rear view mirror. To do that, you have to run the power cord for it just down along the roof lining, down along this pillar, down in behind the dashboard, and down into your glove box. The easiest thing to do to gain access really is to just remove your glove box and to remove as much of this trim as possible. If you can get the whole thing off, great. If not, you can just try and feed the cord up in behind this piece of trim here, from in behind the glove box. It's up to you. A good trick for this is if you have an old wire hanger, just bend it out into a straight shape, and that'll allow you to get it down in behind this dashboard to allow you to feed the wire through. And there we have it, folks. That's my dashcam installation. So I've just ran the cable now in behind this part of the trim, tucked it up in behind the roof lining here, ran the cable down, and it's connected into the dashcam. So this will come on automatically because the 12 volt supply is always just connected into your ignition. And if I ever want to switch it off, I can switch it off just with these buttons on the adapter here also. So next thing's just to tidy up. I'll just tidy this up with a bit of sellotape. I'll just tidy that cable down. And again, the only thing that you lose just is this 12 volt supply here, which just means if you want to charge your phone or whatever, you gotta run a cable from in here instead. But that's the quick and easy way of installing a dashcam power supply.